Think about it, Isidore. If you had gone to the proper authorities, Kiev would have never been born and Ulissa would most likely still be alive. Since you claim to care about Isabel, I would assume that you feel like she deserves to know the truth. Terry has left town, Harley. Isabel is still mourning her daughter, and it's not getting easier with Christmas just around the corner. I refuse to hurt her by sharing unnecessary information. Don't get it twisted, Max. Just because my parents endorsed your mom doesn't mean everyone in my family does. Does that mean you'll just have to convince her that you're fit to run Russo Jewelers all on your own? She initially expected me to take my father's place instead of Isidore. I don't feel like I need to do much convincing. I could go down if Ben Russo finds that out, except none of the workers will speak to Ben if Ben or even the workers are to live. You'll be just fine, Sean. I won't let Quinlan Franklin or Ben Russo drag me down. I won't. Is there something that you two would like to share with us? Are you upset with JJ and I only because Vanessa's complaining again, when we're only trying to look out for her? Jeremiah and I are upset because you and JJ seem to have some opinions about us endorsing Heidi. We'd like to give you two the opportunity to express your criticism, Dee. You must be having some serious Christmas cheer for you to be this happy, Isidore. You can say that, because before the end of the year, my life is going to change for the better. I did it, Pacho. I finally turned Clarice's sons against her. Does this mean you'll go after Isidore's shares now that Clarice is public enemy #1 in the household? The whole household ain't against Clarice yet. I gotta make sure that Lorenzo and his wife ain't on good terms before I inform him that I'm not only the new CEO of Russo Jewelers, but I'm also his daughter. Hello, Miss Franklin. I'm glad that I get to approach you this time around. Shelly, if I'm being honest, I really wish you and Jeremiah would have spoken with the whole family before y'all decided to endorse D.A. Russo. Jeremiah and I are adults, Dee. We don't have to discuss anything with you or our children when making adult decisions. But D.A. Russo had an affair with Commissioner Burke, the same guy who tried to keep Kiev from being punished for his actions. What's this new change that you're gonna experience? I really wish that I could tell you, Isabel, but I need to keep it a surprise. Why do I feel like this new change involves you hurting other people? It's really not like that. Sure, people will have their feelings hurt, but my goal isn't to hurt anyone. I find that hard to believe, Isidore. But didn't you tell me that Clarice urged Yanni to take Lorenzo's place? Doesn't that prove to you that Lorenzo and Clarice are having marital issues, Viv? I'm living proof that they've experienced serious marital problems in the past. Clearly, Clarice ain't upset Lorenzo enough for him to find comfort in another woman's arms. Let me try and make sense of this. I know for sure that you won't fill Lorenzo in on Gianni believing that he's taking over Russo Jewelers. How do you plan to make Lorenzo mistrust Clarice? I'm gonna ask Lorenzo when he'll be ready to retire. Shauna Pena, you and I never met before. So what do you mean by this time around? I'm not gonna play any games with you, Quinlan. We both know you've wanted to meet with me since you sent your little boyfriend to question me. I didn't send Ben to do anything. And if you're so upset with Ben, then why don't you confront him? Because you can relay the message. No, Sean, you don't want me to do that at all. Shelly and I don't condone Heidi's actions. Don't you think the town might think we condone it, since y'all are endorsing the lady? ADA Grant isn't a better option either. He is not a good man at all. Maybe he isn't, but why should D.A. Russo keep her position after everything that happened while she's been district attorney? JJ, I'm not done talking with you. Why do you always seem to interrupt my private conversations, Harley? Why can't you seem to leave poor Isabel alone? Don't refer to me as that, Harley. Not while I'm running this hotel. As a matter of fact, I'm getting quite annoyed with you as well. When I'm only trying to look out for you? Tell her, Isidore. Explain how important it is for women to look out for each other, especially when it comes to a man like you. Wouldn't Lorenzo get mad at you rather than getting mad at Clarice? Nah, Pacho. I'm certain that Clarice already told Lorenzo how he should retire before she spoke with Gianni about taking over the company. He's gonna get sick of his wife the moment I mention retirement, and he's gonna vent to me. Since you don't have Lorenzo's shares like everyone else believes, is this your way of getting him to vote in your favor once you get Isidore's shares? I thought I was clear with you before. I ain't trying to take that chance. What did you just say to me? From what I understand, real men confront those who disrespect them. Real men don't run to their older brothers to fight their battles, and they sure don't confront the girlfriend of the man who disrespects them. Don't you talk down to me. What are you gonna do about it? How do you feel, Didi? Do you blame D.A. Russo for the mess that has been made in this town? Or are you just tagging along with JJ's bitterness and pain to keep Max away from Vanessa? JJ told me all I needed to know about D.A. Russo and her role as district attorney. Endorsing her ain't a good look for this family. Didi, you're my cousin and I love you. But you don't get to make that call. Most of all, if you're so concerned about this family, then you want to be doing things that would tear this family apart. I apologize for Harley Isabel. Despite me divorcing her and with Alan becoming a legal adult, she still seems to be a pain to my side. Excuse us. What are you playing at, Harley? I'm not the one playing games, Isidore. You seem to be doing that yourself, since you're interacting with Isabel while keeping a serious secret from her. Why does it even concern you? I'll gladly tell you why. If you had just turned Terry in for taking your grandfather's life, then she wouldn't have had the chance to store Finnegan away, making me wonder if he's still alive. That's what this is all about? You're miserable without your sorry excuse of a boyfriend? So you want me to be miserable too? Don't judge me. I'm not doing anything different than you'd be doing. Why are you trying to create a drift between Lorenzo and Clarice if you're after his shares anyways? Cause the Russo dynasty has got to fall so that none of them will be concerned about what I'm doing. Clarice already thinks I'm gonna leave town with most of her shares. I need her to try and fix her ratchet family before she tries to mess me up. Alright, I understand that. I also get how you're going to get Isidore's shares, but how do you plan to get Lorenzo's? We'll discuss that once I get Isidore to sign his shares over to me, Pacho. What am I gonna do about it? I'm on Apina. Remember? I haven't forgotten. But seeing you in person, it's clear that Wade is not only the brains of the family, but he's also the bronze. So are you gonna send your big brother to intimidate me where you failed? If you continue looking into things above your pay grade, then you'll find yourself in big trouble. It seems to me that you're the one who's gonna be in trouble if I discover some specific information. Unless you'd like to show up on my program and clear up any misconceptions I might have, since Danny Clark was constantly seen outside of your massage parlor. I'm not playing with you. Neither am I, Sean. You have a nice day.